I've been searching for the perfect daily routine for years. Yet, no matter how many of them I tried, they always turn out to be too strict, too loose, or plainly inefficient. However, after years of research, trial and error, I finally was able to find a routine that was not only the most productive I've ever tried, but also the most fulfilling. So in hopes that it helps you as well, here's what it looks like. Now, before diving into the exact daily routine, we first have to look at what my typical week looks like. Because by far the biggest game changer was not when I started to adjust what my day looks like, but when I started to separate my week into different parts. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, I have what you might call the typical daily routine that we're also going to look at for the rest of the video. However, on Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday, on 2 of those days, I have what I call a flex day, and on 1 of the days, typically on Saturday, I have a free day. And this flex day solved pretty much every single problem that I previously had with daily routines, and is also one of the 3 biggest recommendations regarding my own routine that I think would have the biggest impact on your life. So let's say it's Wednesday, I'm completely exhausted, my batteries are empty. In this case, on a flex day, I simply take a day off to recover. If, however, the week was more relaxing and I still have some energy on Sunday, then sometimes I work a half day or a full day and simply take a few more days off for the coming week. And then on other weeks where I know I'm gone for the weekend or it just fits better, I also have a typical week where I just work from Monday till Friday and take off the weekend. You see, it's simply a lot more efficient because you can adapt based on what's happening on the week or what you have to do. And it also comes with a benefit that on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, I was a lot more productive and motivated to work because I knew, you know what, in at least 2 days, on Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, I have a completely day off or I have a flex day. But even though the flex day definitely was one of the biggest game changers for my own productivity and fulfillment, everything would fall apart if I didn't also find the right daily routine to complement this. Which means that now it's finally time to jump into the exact daily routine. Now, I definitely had more elaborate morning routines in the past, where I tried to include everything from going for morning walks, stretching, journaling, and meditating. However, not only did it take forever to complete those routines, but I also found it very hard to stick to them in the long run. So when I recently watched a video by Ryan Doris, where he mentioned that we should start working within 90 seconds of waking up, because this is our peak time to get into the flow state, I decided to cut down my morning routine to a minimum. Which means I typically wake up around 8 AM, directly put on some clothing I prepared the night before, head to the bathroom, wash my face, and brush my teeth. And since watching the evidence-based skincare routine from Ali Abdaal, where was a picture of a 69-year-old, I believe, guy, and on one of the side of his face didn't really ever apply sunscreen, and just look at the difference. So no matter what, I apply sunscreen every single day, as suggested by him. Now, between the 2 of us, it often takes me a bit longer than 90 seconds to start working, and sometimes I also start the day with a cold or warm shower just to wake up. But since implementing this, I really did become a lot more productive, which makes a lot of sense given that our brain waves are very close to the ones of flow right after waking up, and given that research found that we're up to 400 to 500% more efficient when we're in a flow state. So to complement this, I'm following something called the Pomodoro technique, where I work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break, where I either get some fresh air, drink some water, or move a tiny bit. And as I'm following this for 3 blocks of 25 minutes each, my first deep work session is typically finished around 9:30 AM, and right after, I typically go for a walk with my girlfriend. So Mavi, why do we go for a morning walk every day?
Because it's healthy before breakfast. Mm-hmm. It helps me to get out of my sleepiness head, because I love sleeping. Do you love sleeping?
I like sleeping, but also like just being awake.
I think I love sleeping.
Plus, next to all the reasons that Mavi mentioned, it's just nice to go for a walk with her in the morning. It helps to reset the circadian rhythm, which means I have more energy to start the next day. And it's also a nice separation between my first deep work session and my second, where I can just refresh, calm down a tiny bit, and jump right back into the flow state where I can start working again. Which means that typically around 11 AM, it's time for breakfast, which is also the second of the 3 main recommendations of this video. You want a scientific reason first, or just what it is?
First, what it is.
What it is? Okay. So every single day we have a breakfast bowl. And the breakfast bowl consists, I just go to like a local grocery store in Germany, it's like DM or Rossmann, and I buy hemp seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, oats, coconut flakes, cocoa nips, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, all of this stuff, which, can I now give the scientific reason?
Yes.
Now, my scientific explanation here got a bit to elaborate, but it all boils down to one main idea. Fiber is one of the most crucial parts of our nutrition, but most of us eat way too little of it, which causes all sorts of problems, such as an increased risk for obesity, digestive issues, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and heart disease. And as this breakfast mix mainly contains nuts, seeds, and grains, which are the main food sources of fiber, this breakfast bowl is not only incredibly healthy, but at least for me personally, also incredibly tasty. What are the other benefits of this breakfast bowl?
Easy to make.
Yeah? Easy to clean.
Easy.
That's very important, because like just one bowl and like...
Okay, but if you leave it outside...
Sometimes I wash it in the afternoon, yeah?
It's no-brainer, you know? It has a lot of nutrients and you don't have to think much about it.
You just do it, no?
Yeah.
So here's how you make it. Step number 1, add the breakfast mix into the bowl. Step number 2, add yogurt, optimally Greek yogurt, because it was found to be the most healthy, or just a yogurt alternative if you don't eat any lactose. Step number 3, mix the breakfast bowl and add some fruit. In our case, bananas and frozen raspberries. Step number 4, add toppings like nut butter because of the protein, walnuts or dark chocolate for your brain. And step number 5, enjoy. And after cleaning the breakfast bowl to make Mavi happy, it's already time to work again, but this time with a special distinction. Alright, third work block of the day, and it's also the final one, because like I promised, it's a mix of productivity and fulfillment. And it's also inspired by Ryan Doris to again really limit myself to only be allowed to work until 2 p.m. Now it's 1 p.m, so I only have 1 hour left to go, and then the work part of the day is over. I'm still gonna film, so it's a bit extra today. But today also is a Wednesday. Yeah, Mavi? What is it? Break. I just had a breakfast break. Like we just started working again. Thank you. I'm just telling them about the thing where I stopped working at 2 p.m. What do you think about it?
Hard.
Hard? Why?
Because the rest of the world doesn't do it.
The rest of the way, I think it's very... If you study and if you work by yourself, you can do it. You are working actually, no? So you cannot really finish.
Most of the job I get is after 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one, yeah, I think it's only if you do have the possibility, otherwise it's not really a deal breaker. But again, once I limited myself, I was so much more productive in the days. I was so much more in the flow. And it just helps me to really find the balance between now's the morning and I'm so productive. I'm so like, but then at 2 yeah, I don't know how to, yeah, but at 2 p.m. But at 2 p.m. I just finish, and then afterwards, yeah, it's just, I can meditate, and I'm just going to show you instead of telling you now. But yeah, if you can, that's probably the third biggest thing that I would always recommend. And for instance, if you're working like Mavi, then...
Fuck yourself.
Now, even though the second half of the day is just as important as the first, it's also a lot less structured. Which means I'm just going to show you what this one particular day looks like and then make some important distinctions where needed. However, what I always try to do, no matter what, right after finishing work, is to meditate, as it really helps me to separate the recovery part of the day from the working part, and as it really helps me to calm down my thoughts. And because this particular day was a bit more stressful with all the filming and all the stuff I had to take care of, I also decided it was a good time to watch one episode of The Mandalorian, even though Mavi kept interrupting me because she wanted to show me something on her phone.
I told you, don't focus.
But like, I don't know. This is a nice picture, yes. Afterwards, I also always try to read something or to learn something. And I also went on a walk because I wanted to buy Mavi some flowers. Now I just bought some flowers because actually today is the 4th anniversary of Mavi and me, so nothing crazy, but they were gonna be really pretty once they open. And that's the nice thing, you know, like it gives me the time to refresh, to take care of the things that I usually always procrastinate. And I don't know, the beginning of the year when I didn't have this, I was so focused on getting stuff done, you know, but then, like I mentioned, it's not really the best for long-term fulfillment. And also on the work days, since I break it up, I'm way more productive and I get exactly the same, maybe even more done, even though I work less. So that's amazing. And yeah, now I'm just heading home, giving Mavi the flowers, and then we are heading to sports. All right, so now it's around 5 p.m. We're heading to badminton. We actually have a subscription where we can basically go to every gym or sports thing around Cologne. It's called Urban Sports. I don't know, I think it's probably not available in every country, but it's so cool, no? And today, like we said, we're heading to badminton, which is a bit odd, but the last few days were a bit more a boot camp and pushing ourselves, and today, I don't know, just trying something new, which is nice, right? I want to always find ways that it's flexible, you know, like the breakfast bowl, it's kind of planned but flexible. The flex day allows for some flexibility. The sports allows for some flexibility, but it's still part of the routine, no?
Stability, flexibility.
Or planned flexibility. Now, in case you don't have a similar opportunity regarding sports, I would probably just recommend you to try to find something that's so fun that it's very easy for you to stick to it in the long run. And in our case, badminton was a lot of fun, with Mavi miraculously winning the final set on our anniversary day. Afterwards, we headed home to shower and get ready for dinner, which on this particular day was us going out to celebrate our anniversary, but where on other days we sometimes go out with friends, sometimes we just cook at home, and just generally aim to eat something healthy and have some quality time together. Alright, so it's coming to the end of the day, meaning it's time for the evening routine. And my evening routine actually consists of 6 very simple steps. First, I look at the next day and just set what is the most important task of the day that I want to achieve. Second, I just prepare the entire workspace so that tomorrow morning when I wake up and directly start working, that everything is there. That the 25-minute flow timer is set, that the task I want to work on is actually open, that the desk is clean, that there's a glass of water, all of that just so I directly can get going and yeah, don't really break the flow. Third, I just clean around the house, so if there's dishes left uncleaned, I'm just gonna take care of them. Fourth, I prepare already the clothing the night before to again, just wake up, there's the phone, there's the clothing, just get going. Fifth, I brush my teeth and wash my face. Again, based on the evidence-based skincare routine video by Ali Abdal, which I highly recommend. And sixth, I also always try to read something. Now, I really hope the video was valuable for you and that there were a couple of insights that you can implement into your own daily routine. Thank you for watching.